Hi, I'm John and welcome back to my Lair of Action Figures. Today is going to be thoughts about the new hot toy figures. So of course we have starting by the new Predator Badlands. This is Dek, so this is the unworthy smallest one of the batch. So let's start in and let's have a look at the figure itself. So of course we do have the interchangeable mandibles. This is nothing new. This was already done with every other Predator that they did. I do find this a bit weird and I guess some people are going to make fun of it. The face, I'm still not getting used to it. I really think he is one ugly MF. So yeah, like Dutch would say, over here we do have the separate rolling eyeballs. That is a nice feature, I guess, but why would I have it? I don't really see myself moving his eyes around on it, even on the other Predators. I don't really see it, and I don't remember them moving that much in the movies. So, of course, this is something that is a nice little add-on. Maybe you like it. Let me know in the comment section if you're a fan of it or not. Over here, we're going to be able to look at some of his gear, the foldable blade, the foldable bow. This is seen in the trailer. You can see that. Still cannot get over how the face looks. Over here, you can see that the ball joint over here between the leg and the foot is pretty huge, so I'm kind of curious how they're going to be able to cover it, if they can cover it up more. And as you can see, the body is seamless and does not have any articulations on the arms or on the legs. By the looks of it, it looks very supple compared to the first ones that came out, but the big question always remains, is it going to last the time? Because this is always the big problem with people living in high humid environments and with a lot of heat. Those bodies could have a tendency of falling apart, so this is something that needs to be seen on the long term. Now we do have something that I do find is pretty cool, is interchangeable sculpted hair. So over here we have it, and I'm kind of curious to see how does this system work. I guess it's going to be a magnet. I hope they fix their problem with the magnets, because they have a tendency of getting unglued and it becomes a real pain in the backside to try to get them to glue them back on. But as you can see, he does look way better with the helmet on. So yeah, that's going to be something to see, and this is what I was talking about, the separate eyeballs. It's not something that I would like to see. Over here we do have a bit more details about the seamless body. I mean, this looks pretty neat, and again is the question of how well will these figure age, and this is something that needs to be seen. Seamless joints design, yes, well, not over there. On some of the pictures you can really see that sticking out pretty bad, but okay, why not? So this is of course Dek, so you can see you get a few hands, you get the mandible exchange, you have the rolling eyes, you have seamless joints, you have a stand, and of course you have the two different hair pieces, the mask, the bow, the blades over here, and you also have the little plasma cannon on it, which kind of did not really focus on it. And now we're going to be moving on to, let's call it the deluxe version. So to know, this one is going to go for $345 by Sideshow. Of course, you need to add taxes and shipping costs, so that's going to be over $400 figure. Then we're moving on to Dek Thia. So here we have, of course, a Fanning figure over here. And by the looks of it, Hot Toys really did a pretty good job. We're going to be having a look at that close on, but here you can really see those ball joints on the feet here are really huge and really stick out pretty much over here. You can really see that. Of course, the head sculpt is pretty impressive. They really did a fantastic job on it. I do find that from the trailers, she seemed to be a bit more dirty due to the fact that she was whipped off for battle damage and scar. And you can see there's a little bit of dirt on it, but when I'm looking at the hands, they seem to miss this a bit weathering on it, and this is something who's a bit of a shame. I'll be kind of curious to see how this works, because this looks like molded plastic, so I don't know if it's some kind of magnet that goes around and the way to do it. So of course you have attached to Dek's back and held, yes, well, that again is going to be a bit like C-3PO and Chewbacca from Empire Strikes Back. And of course they also did the separate rolling eyeballs on this figure. So yeah, this is pretty impressive as a figure. But we come up to one big question. So I haven't seen the movie, but a lot of people asking, but where is Bud, the new Grogu from the Predator movies? Because it seems to be some kind of cute creature, sorry about that. And here we're going to go back to the fact of having interchangeable eyeballs with the Weyland Yutani logo over here, or the regular eyeballs. I do like the feature. I think this is something who's not much of a spoiler. I haven't seen the movie. I was talking with a good friend of mine, another collector, and he wanted to go and see the movie a few times, and also the fact that if I have to go and see the movie, I will have to drive about, it's going to take me 1 hour to get there and 1 hour to get back. So the movie has to be really exceptional for me to want to drive that distance to go and see a movie. So I'm going to wait for it to come out on streaming, or hopefully there might be something closer by that plays it in English, so I will be able to go and check it out. But sadly, that's not the case. But again, Hot Toys blew this figure, or this half figure, out of the water. So here we do have everything that comes with it. So this one is a suggest retail price of $405. So if you really think about it, half a figure costs $60 extra. It kind of makes sense. She has a pistol over here. There's certain things that I heard about the movie, her using certain accessories, and the same thing goes for the cannon on his arm. Also, I heard some stuff about some kind of creature, but I'm not going to go into too many spoilers, so please do not spoil in the comment section if you want to comment about it. But again, this is what I was thinking. It was going to be magnetic attachers on it, and I guess the plastic must be a bit supple enough for you to roll it around his arms and then clips it in. And I guess the system of holding her in the hands is also going to be also magnetically exchanged. So again, I don't understand why Hot Toys is coming out with two figures. Again, if you watch the movie, it looks like the trio, from what I've understand, is the best part of the movie, and it's everything has to do about them teaming up to survive on this planet. So again, the fact of only getting Dek does not really make much sense, and I guess the Dek by itself will not be selling that much, and everybody's going to go for this one. Again, I know it is a $60 difference, was a pretty steep price, but again, you're getting half a figure, you're getting two pairs of extra hands, let's call it three with the ones who are on her, you get an extra pistol. So yeah, it's something that you can take into consideration, and I guess this one is going to be selling a lot more than the other ones. I'm sorry, won't know the numbers, because all the time when there was this kind of figures coming out with two parts of bodies, or two, the deluxe and the regular figure didn't sell, or maybe somebody might pick up one figure, but most of the time everybody was going for the deluxe, because if you're going to buy Hot Toys, well, it's like buying a luxury car. You're going to go for option, because that's the logic of buying it. Otherwise, you're not going to buy this kind of item, and this is the case for Hot Toys. So always go for option. So this figure is going to be released between October 26th and March 27th. So that does put it far away. And maybe by then we might get, because knowing Hot Toys, I should say Hasbro, because they do the same, we might get an extra version of this one with Bud, or some kind of add-on that may go on with it. So you might want to hold back before pre-ordering it, like it's coming out pretty further down the lane, and you can count that you're going to be getting about a month from today. of the release, a bit more than a month to be able to pre-order it before Sideshow has to give the numbers back to Hot Toys. So it should take a little bit of time before pre-ordering it, and I guess Sideshow is going to stock up a little bit more of these figures, so you won't be missing out on it. So yeah, I will not rush to go for it. So that's going to be my thoughts about Dek Thia, our Dek by himself. Let me know what you think about it. Do you agree with what I've been saying, or do you have a different perspective? And I would be curious to hear what you have to say in the comment section so we can start a conversation. So go and check out my Facebook page or Instagram page. I have plenty of pictures. I do have some other videos that I did with my Predators from back in the day, so you can go and check it out over there. The links are in the description. Please subscribe to the channel. Also share the video. That helps out a lot to get to the goal of monetization, so please do it. It does help me out a lot. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!